Hi, everyone. Okay, we're live. Hi, everyone. I'm Gia. We're about to start in 1 minute. Let me know if you guys can hear me. There's a live chat box to the right of your screen. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello. Okay, thank you, Amy. Thank you, Fatima. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start because it's 7. Welcome everyone to this foundation workshop. My name is Gia. And I've been a professional makeup artist for over 10 years now, based in New York City. So I'm here today partnering with Il Maquillage, and we're gonna do a little bit of everything today. We're gonna do, hi. Yeah, I'm pretty much it's about foundation mostly. I know a lot of you guys have taken their PowerMatch quiz, so I'm pretty much here to do an unboxing, a demo, and tell you everything you need to know about this foundation, about this program. Yeah. Thank you, Fatima. Okay, you guys are so cute. All right, so I do have my eyes done. I did a look early today, so that's why I look a little crazy. I do have brows and lips, but as far as skin, I do not have anything on the skin besides moisturizer and primer. I did do primer right before I sat here. So yeah, so I'm gonna start off with, okay, just making sure this is up to date. All right, so I'm gonna start off, I already sanitized my hands once again. And I'm gonna start off by showing you guys what the packaging looks like. Like I mentioned before, if you're in this workshop, you most likely have already taken the PowerMatch quiz, which is super accurate. It's 94% accurate. Me, for myself, at first I was a bit skeptical when I heard about the whole test and just overall like the motive behind it and like how precise it would be, how accurate it would be. But long story short, it's super precise, it's super on point. So we're gonna get into that. You're gonna see the match, how it looks on my skin and everything like that. And then at the end, we could do a Q&A. I can also answer here and there just so I don't have too many questions at the end. But I do tend to ramble a bit, so I am warning you now. Does primer make a difference, and would pore filler work as good? Primer does make a huge difference in my opinion, especially the Il Maquillage primer, which I do not have next to me. But yeah, primer in most cases, it's pretty much, it depends what kind of primer you're using, but overall it is going to help with the longevity of the foundation and pretty much all the makeup you put over that. Sometimes it smooths, it primes, it smooths, it helps with textures, pores, lines. Also helps control the oil. So yeah, it really depends which primer you're using. I would love to try this makeup, and yours is beautiful. Thank you. I think it's Latanya. Thank you. I hadn't been able to order, but why? What kind of eyeshadow do you use? I can let you know. You can DM me because I don't have the name of what I have on right now. It's just one shadow that I have on, and I just kind of put it all over. But feel free to DM me, and I can send you the link of what I'm using. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, I've already done primer. I'm sorry I didn't do it on camera, but like I said, it's a huge difference in my opinion. So once you do the test, which is super accurate, and you receive your try before you buy in the mail, this is what it's gonna look like. I just ripped off my nails, so I feel like so weird. Anyway, so it comes in this cute little sleek box that says Il Maquillage New York. And you open it up, and it's gonna have a brochure, your full-size foundation, not a sample size, a full-size foundation, some cute little tissue paper, and then it also pretty much tells you how it works, if you have any questions, how you can reach out to customer service, etc. And then I believe you have a printable return label as well. Okay, so that's that. Now this is what the foundation looks like. This one is brand new because I keep them on deck because I'm obsessed. So this one's brand new, but I am going to be using mine. That's already open. I don't want to open that one. That's for when this one is done. As you can see, I use it quite often. All right, so to start off, the packaging is a glass bottle, super luxurious, with the logo right here. Once you pop it open, let me show you that again. Once you pop it open, it does have a pump. So you want to make sure you use the pump. Sometimes I have seen people, you know, kind of unscrew it, but it has a pump. There you go. Just like that. So, yeah, once you do your quiz, which is accurate, like I mentioned, then you're able to try the product before you buy. So I'm going to get into details about how that works, but pretty much it's super simple. You check out, you're only paying, US and Canada is only paying for shipping, which I believe is $5. And then, like I showed you guys, you're receiving a full-size foundation, and you get to try the product free of charge, besides the shipping, for 14 days. And if you keep it, if you love it, then you'll be charged after the fact. If not, you can always send it back. But yeah, pretty much risk-free. That's all there is to it. Okay. I say a lot. I have to stop. I just caught myself. I say it so much. I gotta chill. Okay. Contours. Where was I? Do they offer contour? And if so, do they take a quiz for that too? I said it again. I use their concealers, which I'm also going to be showing you guys in this video, but I use their concealers to contour, and they're absolutely my favorite. That's why I have them here with me. This is the concealers I'll be getting into later, but that's. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a little demo. And today I think I'm going to apply it with a sponge. So I'm just going to take a few pumps on the back of my hand, and I like to just kind of apply all over the skin first. I'm going to do half the face so you guys can kind of tell how it looks. I hate this angle. It makes me look crazy. Yeah, like I said, you want to do primer first, but in this case, I've already done my primer, so I'm just going to do this. And I've already used my sponge. So you can use a brush, a sponge. I definitely prefer a brush. If you're looking for a good brush, their 100 brush is amazing. Right now, I'm just showing you with a sponge. You're also going to get a better coverage with the brush. But this is what I had on hand right now. And I'm just kind of pouncing. It is a damp sponge. I just like to pounce it. Now, when it comes to the formula. So to start off, and I just did a light layer real quick, just to kind of show you guys everything I'm about to explain right now. So as far as the finish of the product, it is a demi-matte, meaning it's in between. It's not too radiant, which is dewy, you know, a little bit more luminous. And it's not too matte where it looks dry. It's literally right in between, meaning it's a satin. To me, that's the finish that I most prefer because I have sensitive dry skin. So in my case, I'm dry all year round pretty much, but especially, it really depends. But, you know, with the winter months, my skin does definitely get a bit more, you know, texture and just drier overall. So I really like that for that reason. Same with the summertime. Now, as far as formula, it's a lightweight buildable formula. So finish is a demi-matte, which, like I just said, for anyone that just joined us, it's not too luminous, it's not too dry, it's right in between. And also, depending how like you're prepping your skin, how you're setting your face, you also can manipulate the product. So if you're using a primer that's mattifying, obviously it's going to be a bit drier. Also, setting it with powder is going to give you a more mattifying effect. Vice versa, if you're on the drier side and you want something more dewy, more luminous, you can just do a more hydrating primer. And instead of setting with powder, you can either set with powder and a spray, or just kind of cancel out the powder and just do like a hydrating setting spray. So that's that. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys how buildable it is and how lightweight it is. So that's what I love most. It's a skin-like finish, natural. I might have to open the other one. I use this so often. So I did one layer so far. I don't know if you guys can tell. As far as the shade, this is what I was matched with when I took the PowerMatch quiz, and it is so accurate. Of course, I have discoloration. I kind of skipped that because I'm gonna go in with concealer, so that's that. And I did have some sunspots. I do have some sunspots, so as you can see, it was still kind of showing through. So now I'm just gonna kind of build that product. Keep in mind for me, I definitely do bronzer, concealer, the whole nine after the fact. So foundation, I feel like if you apply foundation and just kind of set it, it does, you kind of lose the dimension in the face. So that's why it's good to go in with bronzer, highlight, etc. So the shade I'm using is 120 right now. It's pretty neutral, right in between. Summertime, I didn't get too much sun this year, of course, but I'm usually a lot more golden. Sometimes if I tan, I get more golden or just like a lot more tan, but still neutral. And because I didn't get any sun this year, I'm just pretty neutral. Fatima says, okay, so can you also show how to conceal your nose too, if it's possible? I will definitely, I have no problem showing you guys just a quick little contour at the end. Make sure you stay tuned till the end. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side now. What color do you wear? Your complexion is similar to mine. Yeah, so once again, guys, the shade I'm using today is 120. So yeah, once you take the quiz, it's pretty on point. My hair's in the way. Pretty on point. As long as you're answering the questions accurately, you should be fine. It's super on point. And then, like I said, the best part about it is that you're getting your perfect match, a full size, delivered straight to your door, risk-free, especially, you know, nowadays. So it's going to be the comfort of your home. And then you have 14 days to try it. If you love it, you keep it. If not, you can send it back. I want to make sure I didn't skip anything. So also, what do you recommend for really dry skin before doing your makeup? So firstly, I always recommend, because like I mentioned, I'm sensitive dry, which is to me the worst combination. Not the worst, you know, I love it. But as far as like, it could be a bit more complicated if you don't, you know, do methods that work for you. I'm going in with another layer now. But because yeah, everything breaks me out. If a product is not like right now, I will instantly feel it. I'll break out in hives, and it's just so annoying because my skin gets easily irritated. And then I'm dry where, you know, if whether it's dehydration, whatever the case may be, not the right product, my skin gets like flaky and it's just gross. So the first thing I'm going to recommend is you want to make sure you're exfoliating. That is so important. You want to make sure you're getting those dead skin cells. Nowadays, there's so many products you can use. You can do a physical exfoliator, a chemical one. I've been loving the chemical ones. It's not too much. Yeah, so that's really important. And obviously moisturizing. Instead of you moisturizing, you could just kind of like double up. You could do serums, moisturizers. It really depends. Just find what works for you. You're welcome. Does it work for really dry skin? Yes, absolutely. Like I said, I'm dry sensitive. It works. And the best part about it is that right now, I mean, I know the on your end it might be different as far as lighting and whatnot, but when I tell you the finish is so flawless, it just looks like my skin but better. So I still have some radiance because I haven't set it, of course. And this is what I love. I literally would apply some concealer, some bronzer for the warmth, and I'm good to go. And probably like some spray. But I like to keep it pretty simple when it comes to foundation, because I like to add my coverage with other products. But yeah, it's an amazing formula. How can I achieve more of a matte finish? I tend to look very oily when wearing makeup. Karina. So Karina, same thing. Make sure you're exfoliating, because that goes for both skin types, for all skin types really. And also make sure that you're prepping the skin with the corresponding products for your particular skin type, maybe your oilier combination. So use a more mattifying product. And instead of doing too many layers with foundation, I would recommend just setting your face with a light layer of powder. But you be mindful, because sometimes people think, the more layers is better. But on the contrary, it could actually look oilier and look a bit crazy. So yeah, prepping the skin and setting with powder. Thanks so much. I'm gonna try that ASAP. You go, girl. Let me know how you like it. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. Does it transfer much? It does not. I've been wearing it this summer. It's not like I was going anywhere too crazy, but I will say, wearing it underneath a mask and all, I did have minimal fallout, minimal transfer. I said fallout, makeup artist mind. Minimal transfer. And I definitely recommend, I will give you guys a little tip also. So as you can see, when I first did this side, I don't know if you guys are just joining, but when I first did this side, I let it sit a little bit, and then I went in with the next layer. So you want to make sure, especially if you want more of like a medium to full coverage, you want to make sure you're letting that first layer dry before you go in with the next. And then ultimately just finishing off with a powder, just because that's going to, give you the most benefits and prevent transfer. What can you do? Okay, where was I? What can you do to minimize pores but not dry out the skin so it doesn't flake? Okay, to minimize pores, I feel like from a makeup artist perspective, I feel like incorporating toners and essences are really great for that. Yeah, just find a toner that's not over drying so it doesn't dry out your skin, but that's ultimately going to really help to kind of shrink and tighten those pores. And also, guys, if you're wearing makeup, a huge tip is to never sleep with your makeup. I know sometimes we're tired, we're lazy, but that could really just, cause more concerns and things like that. So I recommend that. Where was I? And of course, not a treatment so much, but something that you can do before makeup if you want to minimize your pores and kind of have the most flawless foundation overall is incorporating their no filter poreless base primer. It's called poreless base primer for a reason. It really does kind of smooth out the pores, the texture, everything like that. So highly recommend. I was like, you're welcome. I have sensitive skin, so that won't be a problem, will it? No, my dear. So just like I mentioned, I'm sensitive dry. And when I say sensitive, I'm sensitive. There's countless times where I've tried products. Of course, I'm not going to mention what products. But in my case, I'm talking too much. I'm like, let me catch my breath. There's oftentimes, all the time, I'll be applying it. And it'll give me 2 minutes. I'm moving on to concealer. And instantly, underneath the makeup, I know that I'm breaking out in hives. I know it's red. As soon as I grab my makeup wipe or the thing I'm currently using, which I'll show you at the end, it's instantly red. And then it'll be red for a few days. You'll know. If you're sensitive to something, your body reacts instantly, usually. So yeah, it's good for sensitive skin. And it's non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores if that's a concern. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm rambling. I'm going to get some more hand sanitizer. So right now, like I mentioned, skin looks nice. It looks natural. As far as shade it's not going to get more accurate than this, to be completely honest. I love it. And I can actually still build it up. And something I didn't mention. So although it is a medium to full coverage, meaning if you like it natural, just apply a little bit. You could even mix it with your moisturizer, your primer, or whatever you prefer, your oil. You can mix it if you want it really sheer. If you want it medium, it's kind of medium to begin with. And if you want it full coverage, just keep building on it. But overall, doesn't matter how many layers you apply, it's not going to get cakey. So that's what it means when it says, when a product is, buildable. That's what that means. That you can do countless layers and it's not going to get cakey, which is something we all want, right? Okay, I'm going to go in with concealer now. And today I'm actually going to use, so I kind of go back and forth with the concealers that I use. Today I'm going to use the shade 9. This is the Fuck I'm Flawless concealers. And these concealers are everything. Start with the packaging. Also very sleek, very luxurious. My nails are getting on my last nerve. Okay, so as you can see, I have discoloration, raccoon eyes going on. So I use this one that's a bit more peachy when I kind of want to use it as a corrector and concealer at the same time. If I wanted to go a bit brighter, I would definitely use a lighter shade. I'm using the same sponge. You can also let this concealer sit the same way you would let the foundation sit. But overall, the formula is also lightweight. It's so beautiful. It's so, what's the word I'm looking for? Luxurious also. Like it gives you beautiful coverage, but it's so, so lightweight. And it looks like skin. And my favorite part about this concealer is that it's creaseless. So me, like I mentioned before, I'm not a huge powder fan. I do set my face with powder. I'll show you once I'm done. Just a little bit, but because I'm drier, I have to be very cautious with powder. So I look for a concealer that's creaseless, flawless, and has a good coverage. Where am I? Does Il Maquillage have a powder that can be used specifically for oily skin? Hazelin. Oh, that's such a pretty name. Yes, they do. I would recommend their translucent loose powder. For starters, I'm gonna go in with another layer while I talk. For starters, the smell is incredible. And it's transparent, which is good. So if your main concern is to target oiliness, it's not going to build layers as far as coverage, but it is going to help with oil shine. So you can use it just alone. If you're someone that doesn't wear makeup, you can use it alone. If you're going to use it to set your makeup, you can do that. And overall, throughout the day, you can use it just to kind of keep that, minimize that shine and that oil. Highly recommend that one. I love that one. I would just say be cautious if you're going to use it to bake. Just be very cautious so you don't get, if you're taking photos, you would need to put another powder over top just a little bit. But for oil, that's amazing. So you match the powder to the foundation, or do you just offer translucent powder? They also have powders, coverage powders, which are amazing, by the way. I love all the complexion products. All their products are great. But with the powder, really great. In my case, it depends. I'm not too oily, so I don't really do the translucent powder. I do a color powder. It's a bit, yeah, I would say it kind of is the same color. If you want to use it to target highlighted areas, I would go with a powder that's a bit lighter. If you want to just set your makeup, you can do your foundation color. Keep in mind it is going to add to the coverage if it's a color foundation powder. Where was I? Welcome to those of you guys that just joined. So that's that. Now I'm actually going to show you guys what I usually do on top. It really depends. So like I mentioned, it's super lightweight and it's also buildable in similar to the foundation. So that was shade number 9. That was a bit more peachy to help with discoloration. And I'm going to use, this is number 8. And I love the applicator. It's so fine. So it really helps you get into those, areas that are a bit more difficult. But I don't know if you guys can tell. It looks like I'm applying a lot of concealer, but the formula is so beautiful that it does not get cakey. It is not thick. It's just so velvety. It's literally like another layer of skin. This is just what I like to do. And then I could show you guys a little highlight. And I also believe that at checkout, when you're going to do the try before you buy, making sure this is shade 8, you're also able to double up, I believe, with the concealer or the primer. I hope that's still going on because I don't want to promote anything that's not accurate. I know someone had asked me about contour, so for the hell of it, I'm just going to show you guys a little bit. And this is lighter. I am going to let this one sit just a little bit. You don't have to, but I feel like it just grips a bit better when you do. So I'm taking that same sponge. And this just kind of brightens up the face. I don't know if you can see, but instantly it just kind of brightens this up. I like highlighting the center of the face. And then I'll do like a contour or a bronzer on the outer perimeter. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions as far as like the program, something I didn't answer. Once again, It's so crazy how it's so accurate and it's risk-free. Doesn't get better than that. Let's see that. I rarely use a sponge, I'm gonna be honest. I like my brush. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of powder. Hazelin, is there a way to figure out what concealer would work best with our foundation color? I believe you can also take a quiz. I'm just gonna go in with powder. This is also by them. You can also take a quiz for the concealer. So I think when answering the questions, you just have to kind of mention if you want to, obviously with concealer, some people just like to conceal, some people like going brighter. As you guys saw, I did both. I did one for like to help color correct and one to brighten. I said I don't like powder, so I go very light. And my trick with powder is using a fluffy brush, just so you get a light layer. You don't want it to look, you know, too crazy. And I do put just kind of in the center of the face because I feel like that's where the makeup disappears first for me. Gloria, is there a place where it's written out the certain order to apply all this stuff? I think in the description of this video, it'll have the description. I believe maybe they can answer better. Okay, so yeah, all I've done so far, besides the foundation, besides the primer, which I did off camera, sorry. I was running a little bit behind. I wanted to make sure I made it on time. But I did foundation, concealer, highlight, and then I set my face with this pressed powder. Now I'm going to do a bit of bronzer, and this is their Mineral Baked bronzer. It's so dusty because I use it every single day. So as you can see, everything looks uniform, balanced, flawless, natural. But now what happens is you kind of lose the warmth. So I'm just going to add a bit of bronzer just to warm it up a little bit. And I'm using the same brush. And I kind of like pressing instead of rubbing first. I kind of pat first. This hair is so annoying. And then I kind of go back and forth. I like how I watch these type of videos but never wear makeup. Listen, I find myself watching the weirdest things that like I have nothing, you know, brain fart. Nothing in common with, but it's crazy. I don't know. But yeah, I love watching YouTube videos and makeup tutorials, and I could just, it's just background music for me, to be honest. Does the foundation cover discoloration and dark spots? It does. It has a great coverage. If you have, let's say your discoloration, it really depends. Like I showed you guys, I have discoloration under the eyes. They're like super bad. But some people have discoloration, it depends all over. So sometimes I recommend doing a color corrector before, just so that when you go over with the foundation, it just looks more flawless and the makeup lasts longer. Yes, I just like kind of patting. See how it gave me a bit of a shadow, but not too crazy. And I just like hitting the outer perimeter of the face. So forehead. This brush is the 122 Grand Tulip brush. Someone had asked me to show them how to contour the nose or whatever. I honestly don't have a smaller brush nearby, but I'm gonna just use this brush. I'm gonna show you how you can apply that. And once again, guys, for those of you guys that are just joining, I've done my foundation, my concealer, some powder. I talked about the program a little bit. I will be talking about it some more, answering questions. So let me know if you have any questions. All right, so far for my nose, we all have different noses. I know this is not that video. I'm just gonna do it for the requested question. So I kind of just go right underneath to give it like a lifted look. Then I just pinch the brush. Usually I would use a smaller brush, but because we're just kind of kind of go with what we have. You just want to pinch it. Just like that. On the sides or wherever it is you want to contour. Girl, let me know if you want a contour video. I got you. Just like that. And then what you can do is go over with either your brush, your finger, the sponge. We want it to look natural. We don't want it to look crazy. See? Looks natural, right? What's the difference between a bronzer and a blush? So bronzer is used more so to kind of warm up the face, like I did. Just kind of add a bit of a sun-kissed look, some dimension. Contour is more to sculpt, so that would be something a bit more neutral. What else? Blush is more so like to give a flush of color, because you know that bronzers are more like neutral browns, taupey colors. So blush is more like rose tones, mauves, peaches, and that's gonna add a flush of color to the face. It's also can help you manipulate like the cheekbones. They do have that in common, but yeah, we could stay here forever talking about that. Difference between a liquid and powder bronzer. So pretty much the formula, the liquid bronzer is liquid. I feel like for a beginner, it is a lot harder to do liquid, like blushes and contours and things like that. It depends, but powder, sometimes it's more forgiving. Sorry, Mildred, how long does foundation last? Usually I feel like it really depends on how often, you're grabbing for that bottle. Me, I'm someone that wears makeup every single day. It's my choice. But usually it lasts me 3 to 4 months. But again, if you're not using it so frequently or vice versa, it could be different. It could be 2 months, it could be 6 months. It really depends. Are you using the bronzer to contour your nose? Shireen, yes, my dear. So I use this one, the same bronzer I use kind of all over. I just use the same one for the nose. I didn't really contour, but just to show you guys, some dimension. Should dark-skinned women contour? Lisa. Up to you. I mean, I feel like it really depends. Contouring is more so to sculpt the face, like I was saying. So if you want to kind of play with lighting and shadows to make something pop, to make something, play with your bone structure, then absolutely. Sometimes you can also do a dark contour, where instead of using contour, you do lighter concealer underneath. All right, so that's that with the contour. Overall, how do you guys think the foundation? Do you like how it looks for me? Do you think it looks natural? I think it looks so flawless, but it looks like me. It looks like skin. It literally looks like I have no makeup on, which I love. And in a little bit, I feel like I'm going to do it all over again. But yeah. Risk-free. What else did I not mention? Hazelyn, so natural. I hope it looks like that on me. Haha. It will. Again, remember, I did a little bit, let it sit for a little bit, then I added more. But it really depends on my mood, because sometimes I want that full coverage, especially if I'm doing like photo shoots, video shoots, or I just want to look super snatched. Then I will definitely go a bit heavier, and I would also do more powder. But I love, like, for every day, it's a realistic coverage, in my opinion. And it's something that, whether you're a makeup artist, it's gonna be a product that you're gonna gravitate towards in your kit. I promise you that, because it's so versatile. It's so buildable. It's so lightweight. It's just a great product. And yeah, I feel like everyone loves it. That's my kinds of coverage. Yes, I love it too. Barbara, you remind me of the singer Anita. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Where was I? Very nice, thank you. Can you do an eye tutorial? Gloria, request it and I'll make it happen. Is it an all-natural ingredient foundation? You could look at the ingredient list on the website, but like I said, it's non-comedogenic, which is something I look for. I was gonna say forward. I look for in a product, just so it doesn't, clog my pores, irritate my skin. Loving your eyeshadow. Thank you, Karina. Are you a model? Girl. I wish. Okay. Now, I love this brush. It's so, everything is luxurious. I feel so luxurious. Okay. So how long does the foundation take before ordering, I guess? I think it takes a few days. Wondering if the foundation covers dark freckles. It really depends if you want to cover it, because I don't know if you're just joining, but like I mentioned, it is a medium to full buildable coverage. So, we love freckles. If you want to cover it, then just go a little heavier, meaning do one layer, let it sit, do a next layer, what's wrong with me today? Do a next layer, but I feel like it's gonna just be like medium, like you're gonna be able to tell the freckles. If you want to cover it, add a bit more. Is it safe for people with eczema? Yeah, again, non-comedogenic. It's good for sensitive skin. I used to get eczema. I started using a few products. I used to get it like when I was really, really young. And I know it's so annoying, so uncomfortable. I know it could be like, really irritating because I had it. I know so many people that have it. But I would say it is. Obviously, you always want to check in, with your dermatologist if, you have concerns that, you kind of don't want to experiment with. But overall, I think you'll be fine. Where am I? Okay. Samira Lafala. Why? I just was able to now look at you after you have applied everything because I've just been listening to you and all I can say is, wow, you look amazing. Thank you, Laura. You're so sweet. It's the makeup. Okay, do you guys have hydration primer? The primer that they have, the spray can be used as a primer. FYI, their spray is amazing. If you guys watch my other videos on my personal page, I always rant on how it's the best hydrating setting spray in life. I'm so sorry because I actually ran out and I thought I had for this video. I was like ready to spray and I ran out because I literally go through it like, what do I go through a lot? I don't want to say like wine or something, like I go through it quick. But you can use that as a primer if you want hydration. Do your moisturizer and do it last step before foundation. Just spray your face, let it sit a little bit. And what it's going to do is going to retain that moisture because it has so many great components. So you can do that. Or you can do their Poreless primer, which is more of a silky finish. Also, if I didn't mention earlier, I'm so sorry because I'm all over the place. But stick to the end of the video. And for those of you guys that are just joining, because we have a little gift for you, a mystery gift. So you don't want to miss that, but you have to stay until the end. I'll try to not make it too long. No, where was I? So that was for Kelly. Okay. So I have to have a subscription. Okay, they answered your question. This look is beautiful. This is giving me nightlife vibes. Yeah, girl, this is what I wore to the supermarket. I had a mask on. I'm not even joking, but I did do a look earlier. But typical me, You look very natural. I hate cakey foundation. Yeah, me too. I'm all for a good coverage, but good coverage doesn't necessarily mean cakey. Some people like cakey. Listen, I've been a makeup artist over 10 years now, professional. And the things that I heard and seen and witnessed, it's, everybody's different. I don't knock it, to each his own. But for, me, I like the coverage. I just don't like that heavy cakey feeling. I love the no filter face primer. I've definitely turned into an eau maquillage maximalist. We love to hear it. Missy Money. How well does it hold up with the face mask? Will it run off or bleed onto the mask? Corliss. Oh, that's such a pretty name also. Everyone in here has such a beautiful name. Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, with this whole, pretty much it's about to be a year, damn near. And like I said, this is the foundation I gravitate most to in my makeup drawer just because it's so versatile and it's so wearable. It's so everyday. It's so comfortable. It's lightweight. Your skin can breathe. It looks beautiful. It looks like skin. What I would just say is, to prevent transfer, definitely use a primer, which their primer I recommend Hands down, it's so beautiful. That's what I used earlier. And the spray I don't have here, but also setting your face. So prepping your face, setting it with powder. You're gonna have minimal transfer. To be honest, the most thing I find with my mask is like if I'm wearing lip gloss, my lip gloss always transfers. I need to find the transfer proof lip gloss. But the foundation, I should do a video on it, on like, you know, a full day wearing the product and like, you know, how much transfer do I have to show you guys. Laura says, do you have to purchase something to get the free gift? You don't have to purchase anything. I believe you just have to do the try before you buy, which it's risk-free. You're not paying for it unless you stay with it, but you have 14 days to try it. And for those of you guys that don't know, did I say 40 or 14? I like just heard myself. Yeah, 14 days to try it, risk-free. If you love it, you keep it. But usually all you need is like 5 days to know if you like a product. Honestly, less. It takes me like instantly to know if I like something. But with foundation, it's a bit more complicated. 2 weeks is more than enough time. Looks great. Thank you, Aretha. Okay, what I'm going to do now is, I don't know if anyone just joined now or if you like missed a part, you walked away real quick, whatever the case may be. What I'm going to do is remove half of my face and I'm going to do it again. I don't know. I'm just going to do it again. So you cream, contour, and highlight? If so, what shades do you use? Yes, I cream, contour, highlight. Today I only use the bronzer, the powder. I was going to do a cream contour, which I have here, but I was like, let me save you guys the rants because I know some people, you know, have things to do. We all do, but, you know, I don't want to be here forever. But I do. When I cream contour for highlight, I do shades. This hair is so annoying. Okay. So I use shade 8 to highlight, and then I use shade 15 to contour. With contour, it really all depends. I like something warm, but like neutral, not too crazy. Okay, so now what I'm gonna use to remove my makeup, don't judge me, but I've been really into these like reusable kind of, what do you call it? Where's my head? I don't know. Some makeup wipes irritate me. I told you I'm super sensitive. So I've been using this. I have it in water right here. I just kind of been using this. And you can get them on Amazon or whatever. But you see how instantly I've just been trying to be more mindful. But I'm going to remove just half. Where was I? Hi, Reed. And I don't like to be rough, so I'm going to take my time, guys. I'm not trying to get wrinkles too soon. I kind of want to be gentle. You're so gorgeous. Oh my God, I'm in love. Gabriella, don't tell me that. I'm going to cry. You're so sweet. Okay. Did half. I've been loving these little things, girl. You just gotta wash them. Okay, sorry. Going off topic again. Do you use a setting spray or do you just set it with powder? I usually do both. If you're just tuning in, I did mention that their setting spray is amazing. Before I did this video, I would have sworn I had like 2 on deck. I went to grab the bottle and I must have run out of it like the day before yesterday. But I don't know, for some reason, I just thought I had more in my drawers and I didn't. So I didn't use it today, but you can check my other videos for proof. It is the best hydrating setting spray in the game. I promise you. Just like the foundation, you're not going to be disappointed. Okay, so I'm going to do another layer. Like I said, for anyone that's new, I have this side done. I'm going to do this side. And I'm just going to go in with the foundation because I don't have my skincare here next to me. Don't do that. Do your skincare first. So this is what I just pumped. Just going to do it again because I want you guys to see. So for those of you guys that just joined us, once again, it comes like this. When you order, once you take your quiz, your PowerMatch quiz, and you get matched accurately, like you're about to see, this is what I got matched to. This is shade 120. And then you receive this in the mail. I'm letting it just sit a little bit. Comes with a brochure about the program, pretty much, you know, any concerns you might have. Tissue and the full-size glass bottle. I touched the box, so like I'm like so OCD. Yeah, so that's that. And then you can do the try before you buy, which is what I recommend. It's risk-free. So you're trying the full-size product free of charge for 14 days. All you're paying for is shipping. If you love it, you'll be charged after the fact. If you keep it, let's say it wasn't for you, you're not crazy about it, you can just send it back. But overall, I'm pretty much here to tell you guys and show you guys that the match that they match you with is super accurate. It's so on point. As far as formula, well, let's start with finish first because I'm all over the place. As far as finish, it's a demi matte. So it's a satin finish, not too luminous, not too mattifying, not too dry. It's kind of satin. It's right in between. Like I said, you guys can alter that based on your likings and your preferences. If you want more dry, just do prep your skin with something more mattifying. Their primer is what I used before this video. Did it off camera. I didn't want to be late, but their Poreless based primer, amazing. You could bundle with that at checkout. Yeah, setting your face also makes it mattifying. Vice versa, do more sprays, oils, whatever the case may be if you want it more dewy. But overall, it's a product, a formula good for all ages. And I didn't mention, but the product also is enriched with vitamin E and hyaluronic acid, which both are super nourishing, hydrating. Hyaluronic acid, it's just everything. Like if you guys haven't tried like serums with it or any products with it, honestly, do your research because it's so great for the skin. It plumps your skin, it retains the moisture, and it just looks so flawless. So I didn't get the question. Maybe that's why I didn't answer it. But yeah, from my older clients, they literally have all become obsessed with this product because it's so versatile and it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm missing a few questions because I talk too much. So yeah, as you guys can see with the bronzer, do you see the difference now that I just did the foundation? The bronzer and the concealer brightens it up, and the bronzer kind of just snatched a little bit. So I answered that. Hello, your foundation and makeup looks great. I need to start back doing makeup. Yes, Tamika, you should. Thank you so much. Get into it, girl. Can you do a light highlight just to show? I did the concealer highlight. I'll do it again now after I do my concealer. Help me with choosing my shades. Now I'm going to go in with the concealer. And you guys can also bundle with the concealers at checkout. So the concealer primer. This is the concealer I'm using. For those of you joining, applicator A1. You can really get into smaller areas. This one is more peachy to help with my discoloration. And then I go in with something lighter. But formula of this, also lightweight, buildable coverage, and their products just look like skin, but better. Like if you had your ideal, you know, what your skin would look like, flawless, but still natural, like these are the products you want to try. Where was I? Help me with choosing my shades to cream contour. I'm a self-taught makeup enthusiast and I love learning new techniques. Where was I? Where did I just go? Okay, Miss Imani. It depends. I would need to see a picture of you to help you decide, or let me know what shade you got with foundation. Maybe I could help with that. I'm pretty good with it. Now I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade. This is the number 8, and I just like to do a little bit just to kind of brighten us up. Do you pay for shipping? I'm only asking because I have no money, but I want a free gift. Laugh out loud. Laura, you are too much, girl. I think Il Maquillage could answer. Yeah, you only pay for shipping. Yeah, which is like $5. And then after you try it, then you'll be charged if you stay with it. Has there been any tutorials with dark skinned Black women? Just asking. Thanks. Yes, Alexis, there are so many. Alexis, right word. Has there been any tutorials? Oh yeah, tutorials. There's also like, I don't know if you guys have seen their ads. They have a lot of ads and they definitely, let me blend this out before. Also the concealer's creases, forgot to mention. They also have ads, not sure if you guys have seen them, but yeah, super inclusive, as they should be. And you could probably see there, like depending what color match you got, it's always good to visualize it, like seeing someone that looks similar, you know what I mean? Like also on their Instagram, probably go through their Instagram and see like what shade that person's wearing, just to see, you know, if you think it might be a match. That's what I like to do. So now I'm just taking the pressed powder and just kind of setting the face very lightly. And I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer. But yeah, it's risk-free. You really cannot go wrong. Hazelyn, where's the question? What are some moisturizer, primer, and other pre-foundation application products you would recommend? You could definitely DM me. I'll give you the whole list of what I'm trying, girl. I love to share. But as far as like, if you want to keep it real, as far as like some of the most important things I think are definitely primer. Not everyone is fan. I'm going to do some bronzer real quick. Primer makes a huge difference. So the Il Maquillage Poreless Base Primer is so great. It's good for everyone. It controls the oil. And like the name says, it's poreless. So if you have pores, it's going to definitely help smooth that out. Also, if you're someone that has texture, I hate that it shows like I have like the super double chin. It's the angle, guys. Don't be fooled. So yeah, their primer is amazing. I use that. What else? Moisturizer, there's so many options. Like I said, DM me and I'll let you know. Okay. Okay, where was I? I'm gonna just go over this side. Okay. Yes, Laura. I told you 5. Oh, they did answer you. Yeah. Okay. I hope you try it out. Okay. I don't know where the question went. I was given foundation of 140. Try before you buy. I kept it, although I really need the next color up. Do you know what that number is for 145? Top of the head, I do not know, but I know that if you email customer service, they could definitely help you with that. I'm a 175 in the foundation. For 175, and what was it that you wanted, the contour? You could probably do 16.5 for the contour, maybe even 17. And it's hard for me to find a color that matches my skin. Fear no more. If you are looking for a foundation or concealer to match you, and you're into something that looks like skin but is buildable, good for everybody, good for sensitive skin, I would say give it a try. And once again, not sure if you're just joining us, but it's risk-free. You have 14 days to try the product. It comes like this. 14 days to try it, risk-free. You're only paying for shipping. And if you like it, you keep it, and then they'll charge you after the fact. Alexis, but I mean like what you were doing on YouTube. I believe so. Maybe they can link it, or just go through the videos and you should be able to find it. And if not, which I believe they are because I've seen a few. So you just have to go through the playlist, I guess, or the videos. It's hard for me to find my foundation. Diana, if you took the PowerMatch quiz, rest assured, the matching is super accurate. It's a 94% accuracy. So you answered the questions, you did the test, and now you just have to sit back in the comfort of your home. They're pretty much gonna match you to perfection, ship it to your front door. So all you have to do is wait for the product and then give it a try. But once again, guys, as long as you're answering the questions accurately, like they ask you like tons of questions, then you should be fine. I did the first time I did it, like I had mentioned, I was skeptical. Long story short, it's been a long story because I've been talking for an hour, but the first one I was matched to was perfection. And I did the test numerous times, obviously, but I've done it summertime, wintertime, and it's so accurate. Obviously, they give you a different match because usually, you know, we get more tanned in the summer. But again, it's all how you answer the questions. So they knew, like, I was more golden. This is for you. And yeah. All right. What's your IG? I'm loving these tips. Thank you, Miss Imani. You can find me at makeupartist_Gia, Gia. And yeah, guys, if you guys stay tuned to the end, you guys are going to receive a mystery gift. So stay tuned until the very, very end. And if there's no more questions, we're going to wrap this up soon. But yeah, I hope you guys give it a try because they're amazing, the products. You're welcome, Tracy. Hi. I'm just saying live. But would appreciate seeing a live. Okay, my dear. Alexis, if you looked for the video, if you looked at the Il Maquillage YouTube and didn't find it, then I got you. Don't worry. I'll make sure that they do it. But I swore that I've seen a few. Could be wrong. But yeah, definitely. They definitely have to make that happen. They will. No worries. Okay, yes, Dora. It will make you more beautiful. All you have to do is try it. You're welcome, Alexis. Obviously, you do not have to thank me for that, girl. If there's no more questions, I think that's it. I think I showed you guys this demo of how versatile it is, how beautiful. I still look like me. If you want to do more coverage, add more. If you want to do less, do less. It does look good. Thank you. Great video. Thank you for the tips. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was so fun. Thank you, Alexis. You're right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Very smooth, like airbrush. Yes, that's another thing I didn't mention. It's like literally airbrush. It's called Woke Up Like This. It's the woke up like this we wish we woke up with. You know what I mean? You're welcome, Sean. Thank you. This was awesome. You guys were awesome. Beautiful city. Yes, okay. Esther, I'm sorry you missed it, but you can definitely still watch the whole video. Once I think they're gonna leave it up. I'm not sure, but if so, you can just catch it there. And if you guys took the quiz already, then just make sure that the match that you got, that you're checking out through the link, I believe, so you could get the mystery gift. And again, it's risk-free, 14 days. So I think that's it, guys. I don't know what you're writing because I don't understand the language, but yeah. Hi, Aralis. Like I said, I'm about to tune out because it's going to be an hour. But if there's no more questions, hi. You can just rewatch the video. If you had questions about the foundation, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys. So I think that's it. I had so much fun. You just have to get the try before you buy through the link. Sean, how do I get the free gift? As long as you stay tuned to the very end, then you just have to do the try before you buy, I believe, through the link, and then you'll get your mystery gift. You're welcome, Jennifer. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. All right, seriously, bye this time.